Great sand dunes right over there.
Unless you have a national park pass.
I do. The campground is full?
The campground is full.
Okay.
If you're interested in backcountry where you would hike into something, you need to talk to the folks at the visitor center.
Okay.
I don't know what they have or if they even have anything, but if that sounds like something you might want to do.
Okay.
Thank you. They are a half mile ahead. If not, if they don't have anything you're looking for, their nearest campground will be the Oasis, the little store back behind you here 3 miles.
Okay.
All right?
Sounds good, thank you.
You're welcome. You have a great day.
You too. Okay, I'm gonna hop in the visitor center here and check and see what Medina Pass is like. It can get really sandy if it hasn't rained in a long time, and if it's like that, I'm not even gonna try it because this thing's heavy as shit. It's got pretty small wheels, so it'll sink right in. Of course, there's no camping, and Medina Road is way too soft apparently, even for a lot of like sand capable machines. Well, I have to kind of wonder a little bit because like when I told the guy that motorcycle, well no, it can go off-road. Well, it has to be street legal. Like, have you ever heard of a fucking enduro, dude? Like sand hot on the feet up there?
Not terribly.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh man, I heard it burns sometimes.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be worse than it was.
Huh. So man, nice KTM.
Thanks. I'm rigged. I have plugs all over.
So after I realized there's no camping at the park and Medina Pass is just too hard to get through, I figured I would quickly see the dunes and just ride hard to the next camping spot. But just then a guy pulled up, we talked bike for a little while, and then I eventually told him my situation, and he knew of a camping spot nearby that he was going to, and he offered to show me. It just worked out. It was awesome. And that's one thing I love about adventure motorcycling. Things rarely go as planned. I expected to find a campsite like near the dunes that day. Instead I was shown one by a new friend. And these kind of things can only happen when you throw yourself into unpredictable situations. Just finished setting up camp. This time I've ever had. It's a nice little park next to Great Sand Dunes. It's free. Got these sweet little shelters, so just sleeping right on top of there. About to have a meal for kings. We got hot buffalo style tuna creations. It's actually pretty good. So this day was a good example of a thought I've had recently, and that's how motocamping can turn your average day into a story. In the sense of it creates adverse events for you to overcome and eventually, hopefully, either succeed or not succeed. And although there's a risk there, it's really cool to turn your day into a story, because your average day might not be that entertaining, but stories are entertaining for everybody. But you need to do something that has adverse events to create a story for yourself. An example is, have you ever seen a movie where all the characters are introduced and life just goes on as it did in the beginning of the movie until the end of the movie, and then it's over? No, that'd be completely not entertaining for anyone to watch. Every movie introduces the characters in their daily life, a bunch of stuff happens, the plot builds, and then the climax is when they have to resolve all these events, and then the conclusion is how they end up, whether it's happily ever after or in tragedy, you know, depending on what kind of shit you're into. But adventure motorcycling, particularly motocamping, can turn your daily life into a story. You start out in your setting, you know, wherever you wake up that morning. You have to ride in unvariable conditions while exposed to the weather that you can't escape. So it creates a lot of conflict, and then how you resolve that conflict, you know, are you successful riding through a pass? Are you successful, you know, getting through bad weather? You know, what have you, and how you end up at the end of the day is the conclusion. And I think it's just really cool that a hobby like this can just turn an average day into a story, and I think that's why it's so appealing to so many people. So it's just a cool thought I had, and figured I'd share that. Let's get my morning coffee going. The sun's gonna be up a little bit here. I got the camera doing some time lapse stuff right now, but it was beautiful sleeping under the stars, and this little shelter here, I didn't even need to set my tent up. So this campground near the Great Sand Dunes is a very cool place. So yeah, definitely advise, we're gonna go to the Great Sand Dunes, pack some really good warm weather stuff and some really good cold weather stuff, because it's gonna be hot as hell during the day. It's gonna be cold as hell at night. Overall, it's a beautiful place, and it's definitely worth visiting. I'll post the information to find this campsite, because likely if you drive up during the day, you're not going to get a campsite at the Great Sand Dunes. And to be honest, this place is better, if not just as good, or is just as good, if not better. You get a lot more privacy and space, and it's free, and then you get to see the lake, and you still can see the Great Sand Dunes from here. So it's a very, very cool place.
Safe travels, brother.
Thank you.